Hello, John Dilworth here. Very, very, very nice. Very nice to be back on the table. Okay, look at this. Okay, Jim is at this door, and I wanted to share with you this move. Okay, so you see Jim is here. He's got this, he's holding onto this door, and he's leaning in, and he's looking right at not so much this hole, but that doorknob. And here's the door open. That's that position. And he's back here. You can see that I've put in his hand. It's not the best in terms of, but I've got something that I want to share with you. And that's a big deal. See, he's opening this door. So how are we going to do that? How will we do that? I'm going to share this with you. I think I'm going to have him move all the way back first. I think, Jim, but we also need our field, because I want to be sure that I get the field. So I don't need this. I'm going to take this off right now. And I don't need that. I think I just need his body. Because this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to advance this a little bit. Let's say it's got to swing it, right? So I'm going to put his hand here. But his body, I'm going to pull back here. If you know what I mean. And his head will go down just a little bit. I mean, I'm just making it up. But for me, the idea that it's simply not just a door opening, but something much more involved, because it's so fast and so subtle. I just want you to feel it, really. I know I go on a lot about that feely stuff. Hold on a second. I didn't have my eyes on. I had no eyes. So I couldn't even see what I was doing. So here's his hand. I'm just going to rough it in as a guide. Here's his elbow. Right? There's that. And then I want to do this. And then I'll just, again, more guides just for the eyes. Right? So if you could see what I see, if you see what I see, then I'm going to go back here, and then I'm going to, I hate to leave you with nothing to dance to, and then again, it's a curve. So now I'm going to commit the middle. I'm going to commit. And let's say that's his hand holding this thing, right? And this thing. And where's his body now? Where's his head? His head is going to be right here. Maybe tilted up just ever so much. Right? Yeah, maybe move these eyes up a little bit, tilt the head back. We feel ourselves through the process. After a while, there's a instinct that comes over us. And that's when you begin to trust what you're doing. Well, at least the drawings. There's so much more that can get in the way. And then the elbow is going to kick back this way. Here's his. And then let's do this. I'm just feeling it. So now his head, right? And I'm not going to worry about this hand here. That would be his left hand. I'm just going to, it's not important to me right now. But what is this business. So let's just look at what we did. Isn't it exciting? For me, it's exciting to add complexity to what seems to be just a simple thing. One more drawing, and then we'll finish this. And so Jim has opened this case, if you remember, probably not, it's been a while, but I left you alone, and for good reason. You see, there's a case here, there's a window, and in this window contains the objects of Jim's break in case of howling, and you know Jane is howling. You could, I was just thinking about this now, this are like the psychic tools that I believe we all have, that we go to when there's adversity or times of confusion. And this is just a metaphor I borrowed from a Warner Brothers cartoon with Bugs Bunny and this blow dart. I mean, this is in my blood. It's like I have, something in my blood. But I love the idea that this is his subconscious, tools of his subconscious, because it makes no sense. And when he breaks that glass and he opens it, that's a commitment to action. So here we are. Look how I just wanted his body to go back. And this is the last pose, so why don't we do this? Why don't we, let's ease into this. You see? Now it's really quite easy. And there's all this secondary business going on. I'm just looking for a piece of paper. I know I have it here. So, Kevin and I have been extraordinarily busy. Fundraising, of course, this is all it is now. It's not just the production of a film. Hold on, let's analyze this. So, what if we had his head tilting up a little bit? So here's this chin. I'm going to leave an arc just to give me a guide. What if his head doesn't go straight, straight in between, but has this little, this little arc itself. And the nose is up here. Right. And again, all of this is so subtle, goes by so fast, but somehow you're going to feel it and you'll appreciate it as a viewer. And then, of course, as an animator, you forget all about it because the next scene is demanding of you. So it's, love him and leave him. Turns of motion right here. But Kevin and I have been fundraising, and, we've set up an eBay account. I'll leave the link below. And we're working Instagram now. We have a lot of interesting ideas that Kevin's coming up with for exciting Instagram moments. And we'll get this film back running. And that's what it is. That's what it takes. And then the door, and this part here with thumb. It's right. It has to go this way, right? So halfway. Sometimes this is the tricky part when it gets in tight. And I know it's unfair because I'm doing this for so long and that's the thing. You do it. And I'm not relying on tools from technology, just my own technology. Okay, so look at this. Now let's see these drawings all put together and see if it makes any sense. Makes any sense. Let me just get these things organized. Yeah, and I even found a new phrase to describe this movie: the ultimate love story of horror and illusion. Now, of course, for any of you who haven't receive the PDF of the storyboard, you will understand what's... Oops, look what I did. You can always donate $10 and you will get the PDF of the storyboard and read it with me and vet it, complain, tell me stories. Oh, well, one thing we must do, which I haven't been doing, is numbering my drawings. And said the arrogant animator. Okay, there it is. Look at that. See, so you can see that he does open the door, but look at what's going on with his body, just his body, and then it goes down and up. It's got so many nice. His head recedes back, but not at the same time as his body. There's a delay. Then it's about when his head goes back, his body's going forward as the arm is going back, and then he's coming forward as the door is opening. So just another idea on how to do, well, action like this. It's just a door. It's a door opening, the door of one's inner world. His girl is suffering. She's howling. Just think about, he's doing all this stuff and you hear her going, howl, howling. But we're going to have real sound effects. You know, hopefully Michael Geisler will do the sound. But real wolves. We'll go out into the woods and find werewolves and audition. Maybe there's some real werewolves. You know, ever see the werewolf in London? Something like this. Werewolves of London. Ah, right. So there it is for today. And until next time, stay animated.